What's up, Cardfighters? Clark here from Vanguard Central, coming at you with an Freezeray Messiah deck profile.
Stand up, Vanguard!
Starting off with our starter, we have Netatorial Deleter Nye. This is just our grade 3 searcher, so we can maintain consistency of grabbing Freezeray from the deck. Onto our grade 3s, we have 4. Star-Vader Freezeray Dragon. So whenever he gets attacked and he takes damage, you can lock one of your opponent's units. So if you get attacked by one side, you can lock the other side to negate another attack from coming. So it's really annoying when you're sitting on Freezeray, and then when at limit break he'll gain plus 3k, so he'll basically be at cross right at one point in the game. And then next, our other main grade 3 is 4 Alter Ego Messiah, with the skill of when he's stridden over, you can CB1, choose a rear guard, and lock it. So you lock one of yours, and then you lock one of your opponents, and then give plus 5k to your Vanguard. So it hits a little bit higher. But the main skill that we kind of use Alter Ego for, since your soul is generally fat towards later parts in the game, you can just soul blast and draw cards for every unlocked card. So it's really consistent grade 3 lineup in a good deck. For grade 2s, we have 3 Awakening Messiah. When this unit gets unlocked, you can choose one of your other rear guards, stand them, and give him plus 2. So it works well with the other combo makers of the deck, such as Lady Battler of the Gravity Well. So it's an axe, so you choose one of your other rear guards, lock it, and this unit gains plus 4k. So you can lock Awakening to give her 4k, and then unlock it with a different skill of your choice from your Vanguard or rear guard, and then give this another plus 2. So it's pretty good. It's decent. I mean, that's not a great numbers actually, but I mean, you just get to restand and just keep poking at your opponent. Then our next grade 2 is Arrestor Messiah. When it's placed on rear guard, if you have a grade 3 or greater Messiah Vanguard, until end of turn it gets plus 2, and at the end of the battle that this unit attacked, you may pay the costs. If you do, choose up to one rear guard in any fighter's back row and lock it. So you can either choose to lock your opponent's back row if you didn't do that already with the stride skill, or you can lock Awakening Messiah to create more combos later on. Onto our grade 1s, we have 4 Destiny Dealer, since we want to be striding as much as possible in this deck. Then we have 4 Flowers in Vacant Cosmo Wreath for the unflipping. And then 4 Sacrifice Messiah to give us more consistency with unflipping damage. And it also locks itself, like when you lock one of your own units and then unflip, and you give plus 3 to any other unit. So you can give it to your Vanguard or to Lady Battler to make her hit 16 on her own. And then one of our other combo pieces, we have Lockbreaker Riddle Bidder. So you can use him to unlock Awakening and then restand him when you give him most of the power from Sacrifice, or just stack all triggers, since he'll most likely attack twice. So we really like that combo with him, Awakening, and Sacrifice, in order to hit like really hard towards the late game. Onto our triggers, we have 4 Beloved Child of Super String Theory, the draw trigger that'll go into soul and give a unit plus 3. So we just use that to fill soul as well. 1 regular Star-Vader crit. Then we have 4 Star-Vader Paradigm Shift Dragon, works on Freezeray. When there's a locked unit, you can just recycle it back into the deck. And then for now, we only have 3 Blink Messiah, which goes into soul when your Vanguard with Messiah attacks. You can draw a card, and it also gets plus 5k. But we don't really use it, just because why would you drop 10k just to draw a card unless you really need to dig for something? And the Messiah deck does a good job of stalling, and you're able to build up enough soul to soul blast and draw cards through that engine. And then we have 4 heal triggers. They're all most of them are different art. So for heal triggers, since healing is very important now with G-Guards. Onto our stride zone, we have 2 Death Star-Vader Demon Maxwell. A really good card in Messiah, as you can just lock one of your own units, and then if you have 2 sacrifice, just give plus 6k to the Vanguard and unflip. So Maxwell is so much better in Messiah than it is in any other Star-Vader deck. Then we have 1 Dismal, in case we need to protect one of our units, like our combo pieces, and 1 Metal Element Screw, since we'll gain enough cards in our hand and we'll be able to drop like a 3 or something for that extra 10k if we like ran out of Maxwells or anything like that. But that's the G-Guardian lineup. We have 1 Sea Breeze, in case someone misrides or anything, just to punish them with our GB effects. 1 Blizza for late game purposes. But normally the game does go that long because you stall a lot with the Freezeray Messiah deck. Then we go 1 Madu for when we ride Freezeray, just ditch Alter Ego, put it back into our hand. So that's if we didn't lose a card. Then we have 2 Nebula Dragon, Big Crunch Dragon, for the Omega lock of an entire column. And then 2 Spaghetti Messiah, or Genesis Dragon Trans-Else Messiah. So his skill is on place, you can CB1, unflip a Trans-Else, and you may pay the cost. If you do, lock all rear guards and of all fighters, and unlock all cards other than those locked by this effect. So basically, lock all the cards that weren't locked by Alter Ego skill, in that, since those 2 skills are auto, right? So Spaghetti Messiah does come in handy when your opponent's trying to rush you and you just lock almost their entire field, and then just prepare to fill your soul, so then you could take advantage of drawing with the Alter Ego system. Then we have 3 Genesis Dragon Amnesty Messiah, obviously for the Link Joker mirror match, but also to gain crit and unlock your own units when you're doing those combos with the Messiah deck. And next, to make our deck more offensive, we have Genesis Dragon Excelix Messiah. So you choose a card face down named Amnesty, Genesis Dragon Amnesty Messiah, and turn it face up when this unit attacks. If you have a face up card named Genesis Dragon Amnesty Messiah, choose any number of locked cards and unlock them. All your units unlock with this effect gain plus 3k until end of battle. Retire all your opponent's units unlocked with this effect. And if the number of units unlocked with this effect is 3 or more, this unit gains a crit. So we use Excelix to really pump up our units, such as Riddle Bitter, or even where's she? Gravity Well, since we can make like decent numbers with a locked field, and we'll be able to punish our opponent from there. And if we lock 3 of our own, unlock 3 of our own units, we'll gain that crit, so they're forced to guard Van or get crit to death. But otherwise, like, the build it does stall well, but it's also mainly for you to have better offensive plays with like Excelix, Riddle Bitter, Arrestor, and like Gravity Well. So depending on how you want to play, you can make Messiah this deck pure defensive, but for this version we wanted to go offensive. I hope you enjoyed our deck profile. If you have any comments, place them down in the comments section below. Anything to make the deck better, any improvements you would make once set 8 comes out. I know Flagellot will definitely be in the deck since it's really good, but otherwise the deck has been very, very consistent, and we hope you enjoy it. Vanguard Central out.